Marla Radnauer with the Akron Beacon Journal.
Nick, you talked about why you came back, but was that did you agonize over that decision, or, I mean, I'm just wondering.
I did. In which direction?
I mean, someone has to pay the bills, right? Because we live together. I'm just, it was, well, I'm not gonna lie. It was definitely a tough choice to make, because in a sense, you know, there was a lot of expectations from back home too. My family, my friends, especially because of the fact that I made a national team and we went to the university and won the gold medal, which was a great experience. And after that, coming back, it was definitely some temptations. I'm gonna put that out there, but at the end of the day, I sit down, talk to the coach, and again with the family, and we just made this decision, and we'll see how this is gonna go. Definitely, it can hurt you, because the experience, again, another year working in a great program, having great facilities at your hands that you can use and get prepared and ready for the next year, season, whatever it comes. And again, I know also the coach will have my back when it comes down to that moment. Again, when we get done with this story here in this chapter of my life, to help me out in the next direction. Might that be a professional basketball or coaching or whatever it might be. I don't know about coaching.
Where you get coach?
He's making
the guy a spot in Serbia for you.
Or it might be the other, direction where, I finished the political science, so I already made some contacts back home about that too, so we'll see.
What did you get out of the gold medal thing?
Oh, it was amazing. First of all, those are the Olympics for the students, the organization, and then China is just a wonderful land, just another experience going in another part of the world, and again, competing against the best. You guys have a hell of a team out there with Miller and a bunch of other guys that play at very good schools and high majors, and against all the other nations in the world. It was amazing. And again, you just being able to grasp the moment at the end, then your whole country's looking at you and you coming back, and everybody, was so happy that you bring the gold medal, and that was a repeat because we won 2 years before that too. And again, it was a lot of pressure, but again, a lot of enjoyment too. You're a part of something that is going to stay with you for life. And again, your family and friends, especially family, Mama could not be more proud of you. So that's a great feeling, definitely.
Did she go to the games?
No.
I wonder, basketball-wise, do you think you stepped up to your game in that with the international competition?
Yes, it was definitely interesting experience in the sense that I was playing more of the guard spot, and that was something new. But again, just learning some new techniques, actually adjusting again to the 24-shot clock, and certain rules that are a little bit different than here in college. Again, the quarters, not the 2 halves, and stuff like that. But it was just amazing.
Now, your own words, you said, it sounded like you said you were tempted not to come back. How close were you?
You didn't say that. You said that he was close.
I was close. I'm not gonna lie, I was close, because you know what? I never lied to coach and anyone of you guys here. I always said if there was an opportunity for me to provide for my family and help out my family, yes. But you know what? I didn't feel comfortable at all, and also I'm really proud of myself that I'm a man of my word, and I made a promise to my coach and my teammates. So again, here I am.
We're going to take a question from Dan, who sent in an email to us, or actually, excuse me, Ben, who sent in an email to us, and he's a winner of an Akron Mini Basketball for having his question selected today. And we'll throw this one to Coach Dambrot. What team will be the biggest challenger to the Zips repeating as MAC champs this year?
Well,
or teams, I guess.
I think first you have to look, over to Kent State. They've got everybody back. We have 45% of our scoring and minutes back, I believe. We have less than anybody in the East. So we have less people back than anybody in the East. So first and foremost, you have to look at Kent State. They've got everybody back but Rod Sherman and some other good players coming in. So And I've said this many times before, but no matter what Akron has back or what Kent State has back, over the last 7 years, we've been the best teams in the league on a consistent basis. So you always have to look over there first. I think Ohio U is going to be good. I think Miami of Ohio has a lot of guys back. Buffalo has one of the best players in the league back, and Bowling Green's got a lot of guys back. And then when you look at the other half, you have to look at Ball State and Western Michigan. Central Michigan's kind of a wild card, I think, because, you know, how much has Trey Ziegler improved? Can he make an impact on all the other guys in the program? You just never know. You just never know that. But I think if I had to bet my house on it, I would stay in the East.
Okay, thank you. And we have a question that came into us from Jason through Cover It Live, who's following our webcast, and we'll throw this one out to Zeke Marshall here. It's kind of oriented toward the players. How does your experience and experiences at Akron compare to your expectations when you arrived on campus as a freshman?
Well, it kind of is expectations with more of what you dream about when you're in high school and you're a athlete there. You think about going to college and winning the conference or a championship or, you know, stuff like that when it comes in the athletic portion. But you don't realize the hard work and all the stuff you go. So, you know, as for me, when I got here, I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to a program that's winning. So I have to be able to make an impact to, especially with how I'm getting into it, I guess I'm going to say. And, you know, the expectations when I got here was, now hopefully I'm going to get some championships. We're going to see how this goes, and you know I'm going to have a good career. And you know when it's fulfilled, it just I don't know. I really can't explain the feeling. It's just a gratifying feeling, I guess you have. I really don't. It's just a great feeling. I can't really. I have no other word to say about that. It's maybe
Okay,
Sarah can say
that's a
something.
good answer. Thank you.
You know, Sarah knows a lot. You know, you can talk to Sarah. He's the one with undergrad degree already. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, Nick, go ahead. Take this one.
Well, like Zeke said, I would say at the beginning you just come in, you don't really know much. I mean, you think you know, but you really don't know until you step between those lines and get all those drills and stuff. But at the end of the day, now I turn back and I think from this perspective, there's a lot of good players in this league that they came in with Brett and I as freshmen, and they never ever won the championship, or they never even went to the NCAA tournament. And that's a gift. That's something that you should treasure for the rest of your life. Just to go and play in places like Portland or Chicago. I mean, for instance, last year that was during Grand Tour, you're playing on a court where one of the best players ever played a game. And that's a gift that you, like I said, you can cherish for the rest of your life. And you never forget about it. And coming in as a freshman, you didn't know that. You were hoping that you might have a possibility and chance to go there because you're playing, you're in position to be there. But now after 2 championships, it's awesome. It's a great feeling.
I think you take a lot of things for granted. Like, if I told you that with all the great players Bowling Green had, that they haven't been to the NCAA tournament since 1968, would you believe me? Or that Toledo hasn't been to the NCAA tournament since 1986. So, like, it's not easy to go to the NCAA tournament. So I think that's the biggest thing that people take for granted. Well, we haven't been since 1986 before we went. So it's hard. And especially out of a one-bid league, you have to win the tournament.